untuk teman-teman semua, anak bapak yang tadi presentasinya sangat luar biasa, dan hari ini ada kemajuan yang lebih efisien dan berkualitas, inovatif, inisiatif. Oke, siapakah yang akan maju berikutnya? Silakan. Oke, silakan. What's your name?
My name is Fabian Tefan.
Okay, good. What is the presentation?
Today I will present about the origin, the history of Hinduism and Buddhism.
Good. Please.
So let us start. Good morning, everyone. Attention, please. Today we will discuss the journey through time, where we grasp the history of Hinduism and Buddhism. But before that, we have to stretch a line back to the point zero, where it's basically the Big Bang. As for the Big Bang itself, it is a theory that explains how our universe came to be. This happened around 13.8 billion years ago. So this Big Bang, it's a really big explosion that goes something like. This started extremely small. This is the singularity, the very first point in time. This mix of energy, matter, and time. This slowly expanded, and then from this we go to the creation of the universe. After the Big Bang, the universe entered a cooling phase. A cooling phase where it's made up of hydrogen and helium. Both of these components make up the entirety of the universe. Planets, sun, star, everything. So, after that, they also produce elements such as carbon, oxygen, and iron. These three elements will be the base of the creation of life. That's where we take another line to the formation of Earth. Before we exist, of course, the Earth has to exist first. So around 4.5 billion years ago, there's a massive, gigantic rock. There's another massive, gigantic rock. These two collided to each other and created another big explosion. From this explosion, the big one came to be Earth. This is where we live. And the small rock, this separated into two parts, where one part is destroyed and the other one become the moon, our moon. After this happened, there's the beginning of life, where from all of these elements happened to exist on Earth, where it's currently a body of water and chaos above here. This chaos, this is the sea. Inside here, where all of the elements exist, there are microbes we call eukaryotes. These eukaryotes eventually evolve into organisms. This will take us to how human evolution happened. From all of these, the theory of human evolution came to be from Charles Darwin. As you can see, this is Charles Darwin. After this, basically, he created the theory of natural selection, where only the survival of the fittest will live through it. And from this will come to be the theory of evolution, where our ancestors started from apes and we became human over time through the evolution and the needs to evolve. After this evolution came to after all of these evolutions are done, where we became human, our ancestors at the time were nomads. They moved from place to place, case to case, and instead of food gathering, they hunt. Nomads. They live in caves and they hunt. Over time, they created tools and they discovered the existence of fire. From this, they developed into agriculture. Instead of food gathering and hunting, they now can make their own food, which leads into settlements. These settlements eventually developed into what you know as society. The first of societies were Greek and ancient, what is it called? Egypt, ancient Egypt. These two societies were the first of societies to exist. And then in this Greek society, there's the father of history, Herodotus. He decided to write the notes and the history of things that happened around his time. This is when we have other historians such as Ibn Khaldun. And then after this, we get another society. This will be around in India, based off from India, and this is where the origin of Hinduism began. So the Aryan race basically came from the west, and they pushed the Dravida into the south, where this is the highlands of Deccan. After this invasion, the Aryan and the Dravida, they create a culture where this develops into Hinduism. This is based around 4 phases era, and then after this, after the development of Hinduism, there's the development of Buddhism. For the development of Buddhism, the story goes that the son of a king was trapped in a castle by his own father because his father doesn't want his son, the prince, to be a Buddhist, something other than a Hindu. So the son, the prince, he escaped and he saw the 4 virtues. But then these 4 virtues become the basic of Buddhism. And then from this, Hinduism and Buddhism separated. Where now we know it as Hinduism and Buddhism. And that is the history of Hinduism and Buddhism. Thank you for listening. That's it.